Today's Japanese meme phrase is Minayo, ore no Tsukasa. Here he is. Here's my Tsukasa. Look at him. So this phrase mirrors a number of things I've talked about on this channel before, such as Mou tsukarete zenzen ugoku nakute or Sono hi jinrui wa moidashita, in being a line from a Japanese media product, in this case a manga/anime, that fans of the series really enjoyed and therefore turned into a bit of language play, a bit of fun that has kind of spread into the broader internet. This time, our source is a figure skating themed anime/manga, which is known as Medalist, centered around the protagonist Inori Yuitsuka, who is the person who said this line, and her teacher Tsukasa, so that's what that is. It's not like a random noun or something, it's the name of a person. Now, I haven't engaged with this series at all, so my explanation here might be kind of poor, but basically this panel appeared during an interaction where Inori is talking to a character named Ryo, who up until this point has not had a great relationship with her figure skating teacher Tsukasa. Tsukasa, however, is going to put on a kind of a performance for Ryo's benefit, and right up into the lead of this, Inori begins by saying, hey, Ryo, look, you really gotta see this. You're never gonna see anything like this in your entire life. But then, outside of the speech bubble, floating above this character's head, the phrase Minayo ore no Tsukasa, or look at him, my Tsukasa, appears as if it's some kind of inner dialogue of this character. And fans found this amusing not only in kind of the direct format of it, but the fact that this character does not normally use ore is not a super common pronoun among young girls. And also the expression and pose that the character is using was found to be quite delightful. The popularity of this scene then expanded even more when it was turned into an anime, as the anime kept the pose very, very well, but actually changed the dialogue so that the whole "you'll never see anything this amazing elsewhere" kind of line was actually removed, and Look at My Tsukasa became the actual script, the actual thing that she says to Ryo, as you can see here.
Ryo-kun. Now,
the manga panel in question came out in 2021, whereas the anime came out in March of 2025. But if you look at references to this phrase online, it's pretty unquestionably the anime that caused it to explode into kind of a meme phrase on the internet. There are absolutely fans of the manga using this phrase early on in 2021 after it came out, but it's mainly kind of as is and talking about the manga. Although there are a few people that are playing with it and changing Tsukasa's name into something else, such as this person here who tells you to look at their capybara. But this is pretty rare. Mostly, even in 2022, 2023, 2024, etc., it's just people posting the line and saying how much they like it or commenting on how much they like the manga panel, because again, it is a very good manga panel. And while we did see the capybara in the past, most of the people that are playing with this phrase are also playing with it in a way that clearly links to the Medalist fandom, such as this person here who tells you to look at their Medalist goods instead of Tsukasa. Or this other person who tells you to look at their Tsukasa, who is a Medalist good. But once the anime came out, there became a huge boom of people playing with this, not only linguistically, but also visually, as this is when you start seeing like image edits where people change Inori into a character from a different anime or manga series and tell you to look at somebody else from that same series. You can see various examples appearing of my head, and I can't explain them because I don't know who these characters are or who they're referring to, but I'm sure one of you in the comments will post show mentioned or manga mentioned because you know who they are, and so thank you for doing my job for me. I am old, I don't know what things are or what's popular. But lots of people are liking these things. And there's also been a boom in people posting pictures of animals, etc., doing the kind of pose that Inori was shown to do earlier. Like, here's a cat, there's ones of frogs. It's kind of fun. If you see somebody doing, that thing with the right facial expression, you can say, look at my thing. And the internet will give you likes for showing that thing. And then on top of this, the replace Tsukasa with a noun kind of play that we saw did exist quite earlier has exploded, with people telling you to look at all kinds of stuff. Here's some sushi, look at it, it's the person's sushi. It looks delightful. And if you found this video to be delightful, Minayo ore no hoku no douga.